Hi, today I want to talk about a very useful extension that is available on Linux, and those of you that are interested in using Linux and love Linux, you can use this extension for recording your desktop. Previously I used to use, and currently I'm using still using the OBS software that I have on my system. If I open it, oh my god, what did I do? OBS, yes. This is the piece of software that I used for recording, and I'm still using it for recording my videos and my educational videos, but at this time I'm trying something new, and I'm trying to switch, if possible, to something new, something like an extension. And looks like this extension that I'm just showing you is working pretty fine, pretty nice. Using OBS was a little bit of hassle, and it had a lot of complexity. You had to set up input output, and you had to define different resolutions, quality, and it has a lot of different things that sometimes it didn't work out, and it still has some problems with Pipewire, the new sound system that is introduced to Linux and especially to Fedora that I'm using. So because of the crashes that it has, and it also has some complexity, as I mentioned, I switched to something new, and I'm not sure if this switch will continue, but for now I'm pretty satisfied. The extension that I use is Easy Screencast. You can search for it on extensions.gnome.org, and then this icon appears over here. Currently this status shows that it is recording. 2 minutes and 4 seconds have been recorded, and it's going on. In order to start recording, you need to right click on this icon. It starts recording. In order to stop the recording, you need to right click again on this icon. If I do that, this recording will stop, so I don't do it. And some of the options that it has, and I found very useful and I love it. Check it out. Wow, easy Docker containers. You can have something that shows you Docker containers and manage them using a GNOME extension. Okay, never mind, back to our job. Here we have the settings for configuring built-in and other kinds of input and output devices. Here I have on my system 2 input devices, 2 microphones. One is the built-in laptop microphone, and the other is the condenser microphone that is connected to my sound card but is currently powered off. So I opted to use the built-in microphone from my laptop. And if you open this, you can see that there's a lot of options. I can see that there is 2 configurations for my built-in microphone. I'm not sure what's the difference between them. And 2 configurations for my condenser microphone, PCM2902, 2902. This is for the audio source. You can also select no audio source in order to record nothing and have a mute video on your desktop if that's what you need. And then we can set the webcam recording. You can configure your webcam to be recorded on top of your video. I was not successful to do it. Once I selected my webcam, actually it crashed and it failed to start recording. So you might have some luck with that, good luck with that. And you have the option to select the area of your desktop that you are interested in recording. For example, I have selected to record all my desktop. And by the way, I'm using Fedora 34. So in terms of my desktop, it's Fedora 34. I have updated recently, about a few days ago, 3 or 4 days ago. And I think the GNOME that I'm using, the GNOME version is 41. GNOME version about, yes, if I select about, it will show me the GNOME version. GNOME 41.1. Yes, this is the GNOME version that is available on this operating system. And in terms of the recording area, you can select the whole desktop to be recorded. You can select a monitor, record a selected monitor. If you have several monitors on your system, for example, you can actually do that. Here I can switch to another monitor by pressing Alt and Control, and then Alt and Control, and then pressing right and left. This switches between the different microphones. Different desktops, different screens, different desktops that is available on my system. And Fedora, I think, has the option to have different desktops in case you are using different desktops, different monitors. You can record a specific monitor. You can select a window to record. For example, if you want to record just this Firefox window, you have the option to do that. And it doesn't matter whether you switch to another window and you work with it, with your code editor or with your music player. It doesn't matter. Recording of the Firefox desktop, Firefox window continues in the background. And you have the option also to select record a selected area. By the way, I haven't used these options, a selected monitor, selected window, and selected area. I have only used record all desktop. And there's another option for recording, for having a delay before the recording starts. Currently the delay is 0, so once you right click on this icon, it immediately starts recording. But you have the option to have some delay over here. There's also the options button that allows you to configure some options for this extension. I think the footprint for this extension is pretty low and pretty minimal on my system, probably more lightweight than OBS used to be. And this is let me show you the options of this extension. I had already opened it, so I switched to it. The first tab is options, then quality, webcam, file, support, and info. I will only touch upon the important ones. Options, as far as I know, doesn't have something that you should change, and I didn't understand what these recording status indicators like ESC, what does it. If I press it, I don't see any change. And so let's move on. Quality, you can select the quality of your video. It's by default set to 4 on min quantizer, and the encoder that is used is VP8. So you might not be much familiar with this because the mainstream probably is MP4 that is used H24, H264 or X264, but the VP8 encoder is used here. And if you want to have a sharp video, probably you should slide this right all the way to probably this one, to the crown icon. And these icons, the leftmost one shows that it should be very minimal. Your video size will be very minimal, but the quality shouldn't be that good. And by default, this gives you the second option. The second marker gives you an acceptable one, but I don't like it. Probably I will switch this to the third marker or fourth marker if my system doesn't complain about resources. And there's also option custom GStreamer pipeline, which is not recommended because this extension does not handle the webcam and audio when you use a custom GStreamer pipeline. So probably we should stick to the default pipeline that it's using. Then the webcam actually doesn't get the webcams here, doesn't detect them. Probably there's a bug in the extension. And we have file container. This is only the container that is used, the file container. You specify the file container, so it doesn't matter much. But traditionally for VP8, WebM container is used, and for X2064 MP4 files and MKV files can be used, and for OGV files, OGG and OGV files can be used. So support, I don't know much about this. This is probably some showing you some logs and some log reports. It's not that important. Yes, it shows you some logs from the Gnome shell. Probably it can be useful sometime when things don't work out. You can check this out and find something useful. I haven't used it. And then info shows some information about this extension and the version, which is by the way, the Gnome version that is installed on your Linux operating system. Okay. Thank you for watching. I hope that you found this video useful. If it was useful for you, please hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and let me know what you think of the video in the comment section. And if you want to if you want me to discuss some other extension, or look for some other extension and discuss it, or you want some extension or some other application from Linux you want it to be discussed, please let me know in the comment section, and I'll do my best to create a video on that. Thank you for watching, and take care.